We've been a leader in banking for more than 100 years. You'll find us here, at home, on your phone, and everywhere you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Sponsored by Renaissance Bank.
Good morning, Northeast Mississippi. This is Newsbreak for Thursday, March 2nd. I'm Brad Locke. Thanks for joining us. You can catch Newsbreak each weekday at 7 a.m. and watch it at djournal.com, Facebook, YouTube, or the Daily Journal's mobile apps for Apple and Android devices. Going to take a quick look now at news, sports, and weather for Northeast Mississippi. Let's start with the Weather Underground forecast for today. Going to be clear skies with a high of 60, low of 35, 0% chance of rain, and that kind of sets the tone for the next few days. The three-day outlook: Friday, clear skies again, a high of 59, low of 31, 0% chance of rain. Saturday, clear skies, high of 65, low of 43, 0% chance of rain. Could see some rain on Sunday with a high of 63, low of 51. The chance of rain is 40%. Let's take a look now at some of the top stories from the Daily Journal and djournal.com on this Thursday. Well, as the Mississippi legislature struggles for ways to fund the government in the midst of sluggish revenue collections, a little help could be on the way. The state Senate on Wednesday approved legislation regulating and taxing fantasy sports. The 52-member Senate passed the bill with only 6 no votes. If Governor Phil Bryant signs it, it will mean a new source of revenue for the state. The amount of money it could produce is not yet known, but it will not be much. Estimates say the tax could produce about $5 million annually. That is a modest amount in a budget of more than $6 billion. Fantasy sports is generally played online. Individuals compose teams from real sports leagues, and winners are determined by statistical results. Participants pay to play and can win cash prizes. Wednesday's bill would collect an 8% tax on the fantasy sports operators' Mississippi earnings. That is the same amount of state tax paid by casinos. Another dream home is being built in Tupelo. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital broke ground Wednesday on its second dream home in Tupelo in the Roanoke subdivision. The 4-bedroom, 3-bath home with an estimated value of $325,000 is one of 3 St. Jude dream homes in Mississippi this year. Tickets go on sale June 7th and only 7,000 will be sold. They cost $100 and give buyers a chance to win the house and other prizes. The house will be finished in July and open for tours before the August 17th drawing. The Wildman Foundation donated the lot for the home. St. Jude Dream Home giveaways have raised more than $325 million, allowing the hospital to ensure families battling childhood cancer never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food. This latest dream home will feature an open floor plan, covered porches in front and back, and a luxurious master suite. A guest filled the Tupelo Furniture Market Building number 5 on Wednesday for the Salvation Army Women's Auxiliary's largest annual fundraiser. Empty Bowls is a luncheon that raises funds for the Salvation Army's food program while bringing awareness to hunger in the community. Empty Bowls chairwoman Katrina Potter Patty said she and her colleagues were blown away by the public support at this year's event. Patty said all proceeds from ticket, bake, and pottery sales and from corporate sponsorships go toward feeding the people in Tupelo. Tickets for the events were $15. Each ticket guaranteed a guest a bowl of soup, a piece of bread, a bottle of water, and a pottery bowl. Last year's event raised more than $37,000. Patty said this year's goal is $60,000, but she and her team won't know a number for another 2 weeks. She also said they are planning a bigger event next year for their 20th anniversary. And in sports, Ole Miss opens play in the SEC women's basketball tournament today. The 10th-seeded Rebels will take on the 7th-seed LSU at 5 p.m. You can watch it on the SEC network. LSU beat Ole Miss 61-52 last month in Oxford and has won 8 of the last 10 in the series. But the Rebels are coming off a win over Texas A&M and hope that carries over to today. Point guard Erica Sisk, a former Oxford High standout, said the key to beating the Aggies was getting into transition. That kind of offensive attack never got off the ground against LSU, though, as Sisk was slowed in the transition game. Today's winner will take on either Florida or Texas A&M in the next round. If Ole Miss can beat LSU and then its next foe, it will draw Mississippi State, which has a double bye and doesn't have to play until Friday. That does it for Newsbreak on this Thursday. We do want to remind you to check out a couple of the podcasts that we produce here at the Daily Journal. The Memo, all things Northeast Mississippi news and entertainment with myself and W. Derek Russell. New episodes every Wednesday and Friday. Look for it in iTunes, any of your podcast apps. or at memo.djournal.com. On Wednesday's episode, we visited with business editor Dennis Sid to talk about Toyota, Mississippi. Also, we visited with Capitol Bureau Chief Bobby Harrison to get an update on the state legislature. And look also for Double Coverage, a podcast about Ole Miss and Mississippi State sports with Parrish Alford and Logan Lowry. New episodes dropping every Thursday, so look for one today in iTunes, your podcast apps, or at doublecoverage.djournal.com. All the stories I talked about today you can find in your daily journal or at djournal.com. Follow us on Twitter at djournalnow. We're on Facebook as well. And that's it for Newsbreak on this Thursday. I'm Brad Locke. We'll see you next time.